Hey everyone, James back here, and this time I have a special treat for you all. This is a VGC 14 battles, but there's a little twist to it. Earlier, a couple months ago, I competed in a tournament on NuggetBridge.com. If you don't know what NuggetBridge.com is, you should really check it out. Nugget Bridge is a website for competitive VGC players. It's probably one of the best websites. There's a link in the description below if you want to check them out. And if you're new to VGC, I would definitely check them out. Anyway, this is one of the tournaments they did. It's called the No Mega Tournament, and basically, by its name, it's VGC 14 rules, but you're not allowed to have a Mega Stone. You can have Pokemon that can be considered Megas like Tyranitar, Manectric, but they can't have Mega Stones. So it's definitely an interesting tournament, and round one, I was paired up with someone on Nugget Bridge known as TalkingLion. So let's get into this game. I brought Amoonguss, Tyranitar, Rotom Heat, and Lapras versus Nidoqueen, Talonflame, Gourgeist, and Scrafty. So I knew Lapras is pretty much a complete check to a lot of VGC Pokemon that aren't Megas. And I definitely want to bring Lapras into this tournament, and it really was the MVP of this tournament by far. Anyway, TalkingLion, gonna lead with Gourgeist and Scrafty versus Amoonguss and Tyranitar. As Scrafty does get an Intimidate off, as Gourgeist is gonna use its Frisk, finding my weakness policy. Now I'm gonna go for a Protect with Tyranitar, as he does go for a Drain Punch and goes for a Will-O-Wisp onto my Amoonguss. As I do get a Spore off onto the Scrafty, trying to see if it's Lumberry or not. And it does reveal the Lumberry. And now everyone's going to take a bit of sand damage. As Gourgeist reveals the leftovers, and I'm going to take a bit of burn damage. So I did find out that Scrafty was having a Lumberry, which in this tournament is a best of 3 double elimination tournament. So basically, if you're eliminated, well, if you lose one battle, you have a chance to redeem yourself in the loser's bracket. I go for the crunch onto the Gourgeist, trying to get as much damage as possible. He goes for the Drain Punch onto the Amoonguss, surprisingly. And Gourgeist is going to use a Leech Seed onto the Tyranitar. As everyone's going to take some more sand damage. As Gourgeist is going to heal with leftovers, and Amoonguss is going to take burn damage. But healing with Black Sludge first. And Gourgeist is also going to heal with Leech Seed. So now I'm going to withdraw my Tyranitar. It's at -1. It's probably going to get burned or KO'd next turn. I'm going to send out Rotom Heat. As Scrafty goes for the Drain Punch onto the Rotom, which was the Tyranitar slot. As Gourgeist goes for a Will-O-Wisp, but Rotom avoids the attack. It doesn't matter as it's a Fire type and it's immune to Will-O-Wisp. As I get a Spore off onto the Scrafty, which is very nice. As everyone's going to take a bit of burn, leftovers, Black Sludge, yeah, and sand damage. So basically, I'm already thinking about the next turn after watching all this. And I know that Tyranitar can help me in this game. But I definitely want to preserve it. He's going to withdraw Gourgeist. Go into Talonflame. I go for the Thunderbolt onto the Scrafty, either expecting to protect or switch out. And I go Scrafty takes his turn to sleep, and I do go for the Spore onto the Talonflame. In case he protected or switched out, it wouldn't matter. But now I'm in a better position where both his Pokemon are asleep, which is very nice, allowing me to get some good damage off onto his Pokemon before he can do anything. As Amoonguss takes burn damage, he's gonna withdraw his Talonflame. Hasn't taken his first turn of guaranteed sleep, so it will be guaranteed to take a turn of sleep later. He's gonna send out Nidoqueen. I go for the Overheat onto the Scrafty, trying to pick up the KO onto that Scrafty, but unfortunately, nope. As Scrafty does take another turn of sleep, as I go for the Giga Drain onto the Scrafty, ensuring that I'd be able to KO the Scrafty. And if he switched into Gourgeist, it would have pretty much been destroyed by Overheat. And now the Sandstorm subsides, not really mattering because I have Tyranitar in the back who can bring back that Sandstorm. Plus, it was more hurting me than my opponent. And now, TalkingLion's gonna send out Gourgeist as Frisk gonna reveal 2 items, but he already knew them. As I'm gonna withdraw my Amoonguss. Gonna send out Tyranitar, cause I feel like I could save Amoonguss for later, plus the Regenerator health is very nice. As I go for the second Overheat onto the Gourgeist, hoping it will do some good damage even at -2. Which it does. As Nidoqueen goes for a Sludge Bomb onto the Amoonguss slot. Not very effective. And Gourgeist goes for the Leech Seed onto Rotom Heat. As basically Sandstorm leftovers, I think you know the drill. So now Nidoqueen still scares me a bit. Oh yeah, Leech Seed too. Nidoqueen still scares me because Nidoqueen is super powerful with its Life Orb Sheer Force ability. I'm gonna retreat Rotom Heat because it can do the most damage to Nidoqueen right now. And I go into Amoonguss. I protect with my Tyranitar because I don't want an Earth Power coming my way. Gourgeist is gonna protect. As Nidoqueen does go for the Earth Power onto Tyranitar. As Gourgeist heals with his leftovers, yeah. And Black Sludge, and then the burn. This is a really long battle. He's gonna withdraw his Gourgeist, go into Talonflame. As I just go for the Crunch onto the Gourgeist slot. I really thought it didn't matter, as he does go for the Ice Beam onto the Amoonguss, probably predicting a Rage Powder. But I pretty much predicted that he would predict me, and that just made me a bit confused. But yeah, I sent out Rotom Heat. Talonflame, gonna take its first turn of guaranteed sleep. I go for the Overheat onto the Nidoqueen, hoping it would do at least 50%. Which it does about 60% actually, so very nice. I go for the Rock Slide, hoping for some flinches. But Nidoqueen avoids the attacks, so no flinches, but I don't think it would have done too much anyway. As now, Nidoqueen goes for the Earth Power onto Tyranitar, even though it's in the sand. Life Orb Sheer Force is too good. As Rotom Heat takes some sand damage, but heals back that sand damage with leftovers. And now, Gourgeist versus my Lapras. And basically Lapras can clean up the game for me. Frisk is going to activate again, revealing Assault Vest Lapras. As I go for the Overheat onto the Gourgeist slot. Gonna pick up the KO, even at -2. Gorgeist is gonna faint, and now it's Needle Queen versus Lapras and Rotom Heat. He goes for a Sludge Bomb on Rotom. Probably scared of a Will-O-Wisp stall, as Lapras goes for the Freeze Dry because it pretty much will KO at that range. And basically that seals me up the game with a 1-0 lead. So very close game. Unfortunately, game 2 wasn't recorded. Well, I was in the middle of recording it, and the person disconnects before the battle video was saved, unfortunately. So what happened was I basically had Azumarill get a belly drum up in that game, and basically I was able to sweep his entire team with Azumarill. So if you want to know how game 2 was, it was basically belly drum Azumarill sweep. So yeah, if you liked that video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to share with your friends on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Check out nuggetbridge.com because they are an awesome website. I'm part of it. Well, I'm a member of it. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.